Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Hopefully, afternoon. It's not afternoon. Good evening, everyone. How are
Good
you all
evening.
doing? Hidden, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. Tired, but surviving. So, little one's been getting sick a little too often. And the wife goes to work, so I get to stay home with them, and it adds to my day a bit.
There you go.
That's
Uh,
okay. Who's here? I see Black. I don't see too many people here. Oh, I got a few people coming in there. So awesome. Welcome, guys. Sorry it's been inconsistent and it's all my fault. It's just easy to drop this off the list of things to do. And when things are quiet, it's, I guess, even easier to do so, but I should stop doing that. How are we doing anyways? I didn't even look at the market today. I did trade today. I did well for my stuff, but I didn't really look at the market too much.
uh, looks like everything's red again.
Yeah.
I know. It's just not a fun time.
Everything just seems to keep kind of treading water, or going down. Actually, I guess really, but
Down. Yeah.
Bitcoin's holding its own. I guess I'm just looking at it, but weak. Yeah, the problem is it goes down like 3%. Everything else goes down like 20. It seems like.
Yeah.
And evening experience and Black says sucking. Yes, that's basically par for the course. It seems lately. Yeah, I guess it's which is annoying because it's like we're expecting things to go a little better after Trump coming in and stuff like that, but it still seems like it's a lot of manipulation and a lot of just whatever. I guess manipulation is probably the only really word for it. I guess
And that's the crazy part. Just imagine if Trump wasn't in office, how much worse this would all be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would be worse in the Senate, but it would have been. We wouldn't have had the pump before the dump. I guess it wouldn't have been as drastic. I think it still would have been down, but not. It wouldn't have had the big swings that it had because of him coming in, which again reminds me of the Bitcoin ETFs. Like all this different stuff is just pure manipulation, and they're just doing it for shits and giggles to make everybody either go bull yay or go blah down. Like it's just. And unfortunately, the masses as a whole just follow it like a wave, like as if they have no choice. They're just peons just going, okay, everybody's selling, I'll sell too. Even though it's too late for me, I'll sell anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stupid people in the market as well, though.
There always is and always will be, right?
Yeah.
Well, it might be 6 months before we see. Yeah, it might be. And then there's added stuff, and it's so weird because like there's so much stuff with Asia, there's so much stuff with the Gulf, there's so much stuff, like so much news just carrying everything to these polarizing, like I guess like has had a wave. It's kind of weird. Japan is on holidays. Oh yeah. And see, and the same thing was said when it was our holiday. Asia was manipulating things for us, so it's like it's so fun. Like it's all a game. Might as well just be playing Monopoly half the time.
I feel like at this point, gambling at a casino, you have better chance of actually making money nowadays.
He gave a working group for crypto 6 months to study what regulations and laws could be placed or removed. Yeah, that's a heavy friggin' load to try and do. So welcome, Scott. And yes, I did. I almost didn't do it, and then I did. So, yeah, I think I put in my Discord without adding everybody, said, I'm not doing it tonight. And then I told you I wasn't doing it. And then 2 seconds later, I'm like, yes, I'm doing it.
We're doing it. Fuck it.
Exactly. One positive note for BTSC history is February after a halving is usually good. Yeah, but we don't have any halving to worry about right this time. But
He means this February because it's post-halving.
Oh, post. Okay. After halving, I should read the whole thing instead of just blurring the last few words. I am looking at the charts, but nothing much. It depends what happens. If YM pumps a little bit, I might get into a trade. Otherwise, let me know.
So what's everybody else out there? I guess What are you wading water in right now?
Good question.
I
I have
know
all my passive.
myself.
Sorry,
I
yourself.
know myself. I'm stuck waiting for the Trump coin to go back up to where it was.
To get out of a
Unfortunately.
position you're in, or
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, Blackhawk, same thing. Stuck in a trade.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people will be. I'm sure we're going to see that, a little bit of weight of that, obviously, with Nugget Fund this week. I mean, we're still. The nice thing is we still post trades. We still give results. It's just unfortunately the token will take another little bit of a hit, I presume. So yeah. Thank you, Scott. You're always there for me. Don't forget to like, everyone. Helps bring some better people to it, and subscribe if you have. All you guys have subscribed, I think, or you're just. There's some people that I guess never subscribe to anything I find, but I was one of those for a long time, and then I became a YouTuber, so I kind of have to now. I kind of feel the need, the forced to. Yeah, I've just been. And the nice thing is, most of my stuff is spread out into passive stuff right now. So Nugget keeps paying that peppermint thing that I mentioned keeps doing its thing at like almost 0.5%. Stable swap. I've increased my position there over the last little while, and it keeps doing its thing. And there was a few sales that got me a few more bang for my bucks. The nice thing is I'm building up some nice passive income right now, which is quite nice, and I'll be using that to hopefully have some more fun plays, because I haven't felt I could do fun plays because of all the rugs and crap. So now I'm actually building enough of an income that I can maybe start doing it more again. So we'll see. Scalp trading. Yeah, scalp trading's good, except for when you get stuck in these little dips, because I'm assuming, like any smart person, you're not shorting anything, any of those kind of things.
Although right now, you don't know.
Well, I just mean in general, like it's probably not the safest bet. You're safer to long than you are to short. As long as you give yourself enough room in your short, you'll be able to weather it. It's just the annoyance of being forced to weather it right now, I guess, is what I mean. So yeah. Tough, yeah, and anything, and I guess we're just waiting out. So the 11th is when the next piece of the pie starts with Flex. Is there anything? I know I've got 2 videos planned with oh my gosh, Stu. So I'm going to do a live. We're going to do a live on the launch. So we'll do a live. I'll probably be up at my mom's place because I'm kind of watching her place for the because they're gone away for a few weeks. So I'll be doing a live then, and then we'll probably do a recorded one of just him and I going through the details before the launch, maybe a week before or something like that. So that is to come.
Oh, good old FOM.
Yes.
FOMC.
Funk. It's bound to happen. Hello, Jose. How are you? I don't recognize you, but I've probably seen you around. Maybe a Discord name would ring my bell, but I don't remember seeing you here, which is awesome. Welcome. We're just babbling. If there's anything you're in right now that's kind of paying the bills for you, let us know and we'll take a look at it. But
I think that's what we're all looking for right now. Yeah. We need some bills paid.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we need money for bills to get paid, but
yeah.
I'm just pulling up Peppermint quickly. It's been... So they're actually going to start. I am talking to them a little bit about some marketing because they haven't started marketing yet, and they're not choosing to do anything yet. So, because I think they're trying to get things all tidied up. Supposedly it's Forex trading. I do want to have more of a chat with them. Supposedly they're going to go on camera, and supposedly there's going to be proof and stuff. So that's why I haven't talked about this openly other than here. Sorry, I'm just trying to log into it. I think I put it in this wallet. There we are. Share screen. So crypto experience. The launch is the 11th for not for the DEX yet. I guess that's for its last. That's its last funding, right?
That's for the Surge event.
Yeah,
and then 5 days from the start of Surge event, where we launch. So
there we go. Cool.
Is that 16th of February?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the 11th still. And Fire Hustle has a really good video, I think, coming out for it. So a little fun there with everybody. So I'm looking forward to her video. She always just does great details. With me, I like the help of of other people on the screen with me, so that's where I'll have Stu on here. You need to lower your camera or something. When I put it on this mode, the label like
it doesn't want to lower.
yeah.
Oh,
So here's Peppermint. Very simple. If anybody wants in, let me know. It's obviously there's affiliate links with it. Well, obvious, not everything has affiliate links. I hate them, but they do. I mean, I guess they help with their advertising because they haven't done any marketing. I don't know if they're paying for marketing. I offered to at least have a chat. So I don't know when I last claimed, but there's $68 there. This one's a $1,200 investment, which is netting. It's working on 4x as if there's a $1,500 investment, which again, I haven't got all the details as to why or how they're able to do this. From what I understand from Danny from StableSwap, who I do trust, and he does kind of really heavily back this one. He's saying that they've been doing 4x for him and for a whole lot of people for a long time. So they've pooled some of their money together, and instead of doing marketing, they've been doing sales on it, where they'll kind of give you a little extra money in the pool, or a little extra portion of the pool for getting in early, basically is what it is. So if anybody wants more about that, let me know. When we go to do the video, I will let you know. And for now, that is that. So how do I get this off the screen now? Stop sharing. Well, I thought there'd be a way, because on StreamYard I can just sort of put it below, but it's still there to pull back up, kind of thing. But hello. So we got the launch figured out from and then Jose's B's brother. Okay.
Jose B.
Jose B. Do I know that?
Yeah, right over your head. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. That took me a second, and I'm sorry, guys. Jose B. Yes. My only hesitance with FlexX is a requirement for FTX staking to require ETH. Does it require ETH to stake it? Oh, it's a pairing, right?
Yeah. So that's you probably got in on the seed, right, Black? In which case, I believe that seed is going to be like the only single-sided staking on it, if I remember correctly. Yep. And we're already starting at a 3x. I mean, we bought in for $1.50, and it's launching at $5, I believe.
Nice.
So
a win.
Yeah, from once.
Yeah, I'll probably just stake it and see what happens, kind of thing.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep, and hope I ROI that way. So, real cool.
Another
one for it.
Oh, geez, I hope not.
What do you mean, Don? What are they even doing? Oh, you know what? I haven't been watching. That's Project 79. They're trying to redo things, but what? Have they gotten everybody's money back?
No, I'm guessing it's probably just saying you're not going to get your money back because we're trying to take your money again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell? Interesting. PG, welcome. I did put this in Warfight, so if anybody's from Warfight has some questions, by all means, let me know. I didn't mention at the start of this, just because I'm seeing some other people. I just want to mention that. Other than that, for anybody that is new here, basically me and Hidden just do this once a weekish to shoot the shit. Usually we get it more exciting because the markets are moving a little bit better, but today obviously not much happening. A lot of people stuck in trades and all kinds of different stuff. I actually am not having bourbon today. I didn't even have a drink today, so not that I have a drink every day, but I did not bring a bourbon. It's only water today. But I do enjoy my bourbon. 6 month. I did get in one seat. Okay, good. So you have that at least. And he's asking about the seed. I don't. So when I have, is that what it is? Okay. So,
I mean, that does seem like a long time, but it's gonna go faster than you think. 100%.
Okay. Oh, hey, Bear Boy. There we go. Perfect. Sometimes you have to remind me. I think I've seen you on here before on that one, but no money back. Invest more, and things will be wonderful. I love that. That should be on a T-shirt.
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
Exactly. Well, if I had, Anyways, I wonder what they're.
Hopefully,
I'll take a look, but sorry. Hopefully,
Hopefully soon enough they won't be able to pull this bullshit anymore.
Yeah, I don't even like, especially for those guys, because they had a theft. I don't even know. And again, I wasn't invested in that one, so it's hard for me to give too much info on it. I never did a video on it. I never did anything with it. It was biting off more than they can chew, in my opinion. And it's the same thing I did with Alpha shares. To be honest, is I thought in hindsight 2020 they were also, I think, biting off more than they can chew and trying to do something a little bit too ambitious. And so it's not to say I'm immune to those things, because Alpha shares was one I got into, but and they're still around and they're also trying to do stuff, I guess. So it's hard to sit there and say everybody's crap, but it didn't. And everybody did this already. Everybody's tried to come back. Even friggin' what's it called? Aviate is still saying they're coming back and stuff.
Jesus.
So we'll see. There we go. Everybody in the seed round. I'm in the seed round for sure. And I think I have some Vaultec money in the seed round. I think that's it. I think it's just the two of them. But so yeah, hopefully we'll have some good things there once we stake and get some rewards rolling in from it. Yeah,
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I know. Same. I forgot I can do this to make our faces smaller. Put you up top. So nice. Yeah, a few of us in the seed round. Awesome.
I mean, right now it's kind of like the calm before the storm, I feel like.
Hopefully.
Everybody's just kind of hanging around waiting for something to happen again. I mean, the Trump coin, I remember that night. Annoyingly enough, I got the call for that coin when it was like $3 a token.
Oh, and you didn't tell me. Not that I had. I might have been able to sneak something, but I'm just
nobody knew if it was legit or not.
No, exactly.
I was asking people, I'm like, what's going on? Is this real? And they're like, we don't know. There was no tweets from Trump, nothing.
Do we still even know? Like, did Trump really do this, or did somebody just use his name?
We know. We'll never know. I mean, he says it's the legit coin, but at some point,
somebody gave him some free ones, and he was able to. They probably had him sponsor it, so to speak. Wild.
I hope that's not how it went, but you never know.
Who knows? Well, even if it is a legit one, like obviously, like he can just sell on everybody. I don't know. It's all weird. The fact that somebody can release a token and then and again, him doing it legitimately while he's trying to put legislation in. Why is he friggin' releasing a coin? But it's just all weird.
It is. But I think for my fellow Americans, we're going to have a good next couple of years. He's already saying he wants to do away with our income tax. American-made crypto coins are going to be capital gains free. So we'll see how it all goes.
Yeah, it's all to get elected, right? We've seen so many politicians say all this stuff, and then they get into office and they get stalemated on everything.
Well, this is going to be different in that he's got both sides of the he's got the House and the Senate this next 4 years.
True.
So we might be able to see some sort of push through, but hopefully. He's hitting the ground running this time. That's for sure. Whether you like him or not, he's hitting the ground running.
There is stuff he's doing, yes, for sure. Yeah, crazy. I haven't kept track to a lot of it, but I mean, obviously you hear wind of all the stuff and all the different jockeying and the way he's boistering for different things, and it's crazy. But good luck. I hope it does some good in the end. Senate needs now. There's no point in putting the Senate needs a clear majority if filibuster enacted.
I was reading somewhere that they have the extra, I think it's like 4 or 5 Democrats that are going to stand with them to break the filibuster. So I wouldn't really worry about it too much.
Fun. Senate. Yeah, that's true too. They can only do 2 writings, right? So he technically can go for the fences because he's got 4 years and then he's out. So if he wants his legacy or whatever and all that stuff, that could mean him trying to get pretty active, I guess. They need 8.
Yeah, like I said, I remember reading somewhere, and the Democrats were pissed about it too. But they had, I know for at least one of the upcoming votes, I think it was for the Lake and Riley Act. They were saying they have their 8 needed Democrats to push that through. So hopefully it'll come through for other things, crypto related and everything like that.
Nice. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. That's for sure. And excited to hopefully see things progress in a positive way. I guess we just need some positivity and some movement in a good way in this everywhere. Like, because if we go any more
wins in this fucked up world,
well, exactly right. Like, and if we start going too far any other direction, then it's gonna I mean, there's even recession talk and depression talk. Like, we need to move forward in a pretty big way in the next 6 months to a year. Otherwise, it's not good for everything.
I'm pretty sure that numbers speak for themselves. We've been in a recession.
Well, exactly, right. 100%. But even
didn't they have to redo the definition of a recession or something? Or am I just crazy? I'm like 90% sure they did, because we were in one, and then they had to redefine it to say that we aren't in one and that we would be entering one or some bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it one bit.
That's when you know we're in one.
Yeah, exactly. When they have to, crazy.
So, Black, you got any crazy new whatchamacallit projects that you're getting into now? I've got one I'm looking forward to.
Too much time for them to figure out the stockpile situation, and too much time for the other governments to make moves. Yeah, and that's the other thing we're playing against, right? There's so many other either governments or other countries and all this stuff who would love to see the U.S. fall. And
I mean, look at the whatchamacallit, not deep fake,
that AI
DeepSeek or whatever it is. Yeah. They just announced one thing and they crashed our fucking stock market like 60% in one day. That's crazy.
Yep. Insane in the membrane is what it is.
And I agree with Bullish Bob too. I think I believe what the plan was to use the Bitcoin from Silk Road to create the strategic reserve, and then they went and fucking sold that. So he couldn't.
Did they? No.
I'm pretty sure they did, because people were showing that the wallet it was in was selling Bitcoin, and that was a whole big thing behind the scenes too, because what's his face, the bald head from Coinbase, Armstrong, I guess he did some backdoor bullshit with the government, like OTC and the sale of it.
Wild.
Yeah, that's true, Black. It hasn't even 100% been confirmed, and it still crashed just 60%.
Yeah. Manipulation.
Like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when they confirm it, and they confirm that it actually cost even less than what they're saying it cost?
Wow. That's the worst thing too. It's like they do all this stuff, and then we have all these magic events that do magic things to the market, and it's just them being able to buy more lower so they can control everything, which the whole point of this stuff is that it not get controlled. It's like so maddening. So the Deep CEO claimed on the one hand he only needed 500K to develop it, but then he claims he had 50,000 H100s. Oh wow.
Yeah, so you're going to get into a semantic war.
Yeah.
Because whatever.
What do you believe? Hey, Keith, how are you?
I'm all for it. I think, like everything, competition breeds innovation. And that's what that space needed, because Sam Altman and OpenAI were having a fucking strangle hold on the AI market, and
Yeah.
I truly think somebody hates Sam Altman and came out with that deep whatever it is just to screw him over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bullish Bob. Trump has the opportunity of a lifetime. Just needs to mention Bitcoin more often, and we're off to the race, up to the moon. Well, let's go. Yeah, it's interesting times ahead, to say the least. But we will see. Trying to think. It's good to challenge OpenAI for sure. Yeah, I mean, in general, right? There's so many AI things now that are in development, and the thing is even one AI is probably helping another AI get developed, right? So it's going to be, well, Skynet tomorrow.
And we're fucked.
Yeah,
And we're too stupid to stop.
well, there's people that want that to happen, right? They're like, man, that'd be so cool if Terminator came true. People. Sorry, just playing around here. Actually, what's happening on the?
Well, NVIDIA crashed 60%. And I think all but just one, like you said, I think it was only the Dow was up.
NVIDIA crashed.
And nobody understood. Nobody knew why the Dow didn't react to it. So, I don't know. All I know is it was fucked up and it created a lot of red in the market.
Oh, yeah, look at NVIDIA, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost halfway recovered, but
they lost something like 600 billion in one day.
Wild.
That could be Black. Definitely could be.
Make sure you read the questions, because otherwise people that are watching afterwards.
Well, I figured since it's on the screen.
Yeah, true. That's true there. I fixed that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, NVIDIA overvalued. Yeah, I mean, in a sense it was, but it still had. Yeah, it's like what's overvalued, right? It's what people will pay for it. And the thing is so many people holding it when it drops like that. I'm just trying to see, looking back a bit. Actually, I should do like the 1 hour chart. Oh wow, that's yeah, it was new all-time highs basically, eh?
Mm-hmm. I think they were on track for another record year, and then that one they just fucked that all up.
2023 just took off and never came down, and it's still like it's still like 80% above what it was in 2023. So,
and that's the thing, Black. That I'm pretty sure that's what comes with inflation is the bullshit. The things that don't matter become cheap.
Yeah.
And everything else just skyrockets.
Yep. Insane in the membrane. It was up over 150, dropped to 150. Right? Yeah, I was just looking at the chart there, Keith. Yeah, it's right now sitting at 127.
Yeah, you can see the dip on Monday at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
It just fucking shot down to 119 from 142.
Yeah, and it actually only came down to September levels, September, October. So it feels like a crazy drop, but it's actually nothing. It just negated a few months. 2024, yeah.
Yeah, NVIDIA is back up almost 9% today. So, I don't know. Still, $1 trillion that was taken out of the market is ridiculous.
Yep. It's been ranging since 22nd. Yeah, see, actually, it's where is it here? October the 2nd was when it was the last time it was at this level. So crazy. Yeah, under 90 days even probably, Keith, but because one pump and it could jump right back up, but like it's already regained about 20% of its loss, so, and that's only in 4, 8, 12 hours. So yeah, anyways.
Here's an interesting read I just found. The Trump admin is announcing Tuesday that it's offering buyouts to all federal employees who opt to leave their jobs by next week. What?
Obviously, he wants to cut some things and do it a little nicer, I guess. But what the hell? Like, yeah, you get to pay it, but what the hell are you gonna do? Especially if they're laying off that many people, they're all gonna be. That's gonna have another effect on the market, on everything in their ecosystem. It's like I'm talking about a project. Holding an AI infrastructure coin XMW. There you go. There's Black's call of the day. Everybody go buy some, and then he'll dump on you. I'm kidding.
It's funny. I was super pumped this morning at 11:30. A token project called Vortex dropped a token, right?
Hmm.
And I was talking to one of the team people. I was just asking them some simple questions. And you know how when you get an answer from somebody and it just strikes you as like, man, I want to fucking punch you through Telegram. Like, you arrogant prick.
Yeah.
And I was just simply asking how much, like what their expectations were for the amount of tokens that they require to use the entire their system, which was 100,000 of their tokens. And I'm just like, all right, you're pricing yourself out when you hit that, $1,000 mark for your barrier to entry.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this shit's going to 60 mil. I'm like, go fuck yourself. No, it's not. I'm looking right now, it's under $1 million again.
Of course. Yeah.
I wish I could find that guy and just be like, how's that 60 million working out for you?
They like to have their confidence.
Fucking break it. Only 400 holders on the token. That's funny. That's my story of the day. XMW. That's interesting. XMW. What is it? Morphware. Why does that sound familiar? Excuse me. That sounds really familiar.
I don't know. Can you talk about bots on Sol, BTC, ETH? Would love to try some of those out. I had somebody send me one. Like, it's not a bot, I guess, but it's like an AI thing where it buys all the Sol coins, and rates them and stuff like that. I keep meaning to give it a look at it, but other than that, what kind of bots are you looking for, Keith? Because I mean, there's most bots are shit.
He might be talking about the Pinex, the good bots we were doing.
Which probably aren't doing so well right now.
No. And that's the problem. I mean, they do great, and they really do great. I mean, we had people put in $50 and they were pulling out like $700 by the end of the week when we first started it. And the problem with the double-sided, volatility is if one goes up and the other goes down, it's just dragging it right back down with it. Like Black said, you're kind of better off sticking with one side as a stable coin. But because I could be wrong, but I believe if you have two volatile tokens in a grid bot, your liquidation prices fluctuate so fucking much that it's crazy.
I never thought. Actually, I think last week we were talking about how good it would be to go with the BCC ones, but I mean, I guess again, I wasn't thinking of that side of the coin. Because I was thinking it's a great, like Keith's saying, it's a great accumulator even when it's going. But I guess like anything, when it's going down, you're going down harder because you're both are going down. Whereas, well, I guess it's the same difference though, because if it goes down, you're buying all of the one token at a price that's higher if it keeps going down, just like Doge USDT, right? It's still losing its value as it goes down.
The problem with that, with those bots and bots like that in general, is anything that can liquidate you, I don't like.
Yeah.
And that's just my own personal,
But that's like that's anytime you're using
leverage.
Leverage, right? You're not going to get away from that. And that's where, like, even I still have my Doge one. I keep missing the opportunity to get out of it and jig it so that it has better ranges that are more conducive of all this crap. But it's still doing well, and I think my liquidation price is down to 25 cents now. It might even be lower now. I did have to add a few bucks, but it wasn't anything. I didn't add anything crazy. Now I didn't have a lot of money in there though. Anyone buying into Swarm? What?
Swarm's another AI.
It's an AI. I was going to say, is it an AI? Yeah, that's the one problem is I'm not looking at any of those things because it's like.
And we're getting back into the problem where it's almost like fucking a massive ADHD issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying so hard to stay on top of everything coming out, but it's just like, it's like, there. For example, I was hyped on that token Vortex that dropped earlier today. Kind of glad I didn't get into it, first of all, because it's on Ethereum. I fucking hate that chain. But, if I went in hard on that and it ultimately tanks, I have another protocol that's coming out on, I think it's technically on base right now, but they're just waiting for the hyperliquid EVM to come out.
Okay.
They're selling NFTs that are going to be AI trading bots. So I'm really stoked about trying to get one of those. I may load up a couple wallets and get a few of them because it's one per wallet. But that stuff excites me. If it works, that's always the biggest thing is if it fucking works.
If it works.
But let's see what else we got here. Not if one accumulate. Yeah, we said that. Any thoughts on the rumor of Trump abolishing the IRS and using tariffs to fund the government instead? I love it. I fucking love it. If you look back in history, back from I think it's like 1813 to 1913, there was no income tax and everything was paid through tariffs. A 40% tariff on income and goods. And I believe that's what he's trying to get back to. It works. I mean, we had 100 years of it.
Mm-hmm.
So actually technically longer, because until 1913, when that bill was passed, there was no income tax. And people were living just fine. I think we actually had a lower homeless rate than we do now. To be 100% honest with you. Although back then they probably didn't they probably did shit that we just wouldn't think of doing right now.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
Yeah, Keith, you can do it. I mean, it's a good idea, but you're going to need thousands in margin to be able to safely run it until we hit the real bull, which is coming. But
yeehaw.
Yeah, and it started because the external forces that had vested interest in the United States decided that they were done paying that 40% tariff tax. So I would love to see it be enacted and followed for 4 years, just to see. Like, give us 4 years of it. Let's see what happens. If it works, keep it. If not, go back.
Yeah. Yeah, income tax always robbed. Yeah. So, anything else, guys? I'll stay on too much longer, but. And I guess I didn't really answer your question. I'm not really, and like Kidden said, I just find the AI stuff is so all over the board. Unless people, the problem with crypto in general is like it's the masses of opportunities, right? It's like, where do you put your money? And we're all spreading ourselves so thin. It's something we already did kind of in IRL, right? Like we spread ourselves so thin. We're all about abundance, all that stuff, and we're now have like infinite amount of more abundance inside this space, and we still have the same qualities as humans of getting like being like an iPhone lover or an Android lover, right? We take ownership over things we get into and then argue it to the nth degree, and so it ends up just creating more division instead of togetherness, I guess, if you will, for lack of a weird kumbaya way of saying it. But it's so hard to really help us excel and grow, because now anybody, like crypto's almost like allowing anybody to open up a business with $0.
Yeah, that's
like
exactly what it's like.
Zero skin
and
in
zero
the game,
know-how,
zero blood, zero sweat, zero tears, zero knowledge. Just go and do it. And you can't, and because everybody's all anonymity, we're just like shooting a dart and trying to hope we hit bullseye. Like, it's just so weird. I never really thought about it this way, but it's just kind of coming to me in a second. But more money to dump in BTC and Solana. AI tokens are such a crap. Yeah, exactly. Like, so I don't know. It's weird, and it's hard to really figure out where we want to go with all this. So,
and Keith, the perp dex is coming along great. Surge is the 11th of February. It's running 5 days. And at the end of that 5th day, we are launching. So February 16th, tentatively. And that, especially for anybody who got in the seed, like I said, we bought in for $1.50. It's launching at $5. That's a 3x. I mean, and remember, your APR and everything is based off the money value, not the number of tokens. Yeah. So, I mean, for example, you put $5,000 in, that's, almost, that's $15K that you're getting value off of rather than your original 5. So I'm trying to scrape up as much as I can to throw into Surge.
Yep. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, guys, I think we'll leave it at that for today. Lots of great conversations in the end. I thought it was going to be a little slower night, but appreciate you guys as always. So as I said, I should be doing a video with releasing a video with Flex, going into all the details. If anybody has any questions they want answered on that, although you can obviously go to the Telegram and do all that stuff, but if there's stuff specifically you maybe want some deeper knowledge of or whatever, please go into my Discord and put some messages in there to me, at me, or open a ticket, whatever you feel more comfortable with, or DM me. Because I'd like to get some stuff wound up for that. And then, other than that, it's basically that. Nugget, obviously, anything else to do with Flex. Dump ETH for Solana at this point in the game. Yeah. I mean, ETH is a funny one. I think it'll still have its day, but right now it's having a hard time. Sooner or later, when the big people come back in that don't follow crypto very well, though, I think money will start flowing in there because it's something they know and can feel comfortable with. That's not Bitcoin kind of thing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on that line of things. But anyways, thanks, guys. If there's anything else, let us know. And we'll chat hopefully next week. I'll play around. Anyways, Hidden and I'll talk. I might want to try a different date. I'm not sure. Then if it works for you, and then maybe 8 o'clock instead of 9, as a thought, because I got the kids in bed by 7:30ish usually, so it gets it done a little bit earlier too. And if you guys have any suggestions or have any, if 8 o'clock's just not good, let me know as well in the Discord. So links down below. All right, have a good one, guys.